Good morning, students. Today we will continue further the next topic of our life process, that is respiration. As in the last class we had studied about the digestion, and after that we had studied about the circulatory system. I hope that all topics are clear. As we had seen the related to the two systems, and today we are going to continue the third system of our body, that is your respiratory system. This phenomena is going to be carried out both plants and animals, and this process is carried out throughout the day. In this, there is a constant exchange of gases between the body and the environment. And here, so many vessels are involved, such as when we talk about the animals, blood and lymph is involved, and when we talk about the plants, there will be stomata that will be responsible for the gaseous exchange. Today we will learn about the respiratory system. So here we will see how the animals are going to be respire. Different organs are developed for the respiration purpose, and a specific organ is developed in the body for the respiration purpose. Suppose when we talk about the aquatic organism, by the help of the gills they used to do the respiration process. When we talk about the human beings, we are having well developed lung system by the help of that, and so many terrestrial organisms are also having the lungs for the development purpose. Along with that, children, so many gaseous exchange, that is we are going to intake the oxygen and we are going to release out the carbon dioxide. Let us see the typical structure of the respiratory system of human being. Nasal passage is there, and by the help of the nasal passage the air is going to be entered, and inside the nasal passage so many thin ciliary hairs are there that are going to trap the foreign antigen there only by the help of the mucus. After that, the air will pass to your respiratory tube, then it will go to the bronchi. Bronchi is also divided into two, that is the primary bronchi and the secondary bronchi. The first branching is known as your primary bronchi, which is going to show the division in both the lungs, and it will split further into secondary and tertiary. And this secondary and tertiary will develop into this alveoli. As you can see, so many balloon-like structure, that air sac cavity is there, and that air sac cavity is mainly responsible for the exchange of the gases. Children, keep remember, just one example I am giving. When you are blowing a balloon, what happens? The air is going to be inserted inside the balloon and it will be blow. After that, what happens? The particular air will be exerted out, but certain amount of air will be kept inside that balloon only. It remains inside the balloon only. So that the remaining one, likewise in the alveoli also. When we will breathe the oxygen in, what happens? Small quantity of oxygen will be trapped there and most of the filtered out. Okay, children. Then rib cage plays very important role for the protection purpose, because it protects the lungs. Lungs is sophisticated organ, very sensitive organ. So for the protection purpose, rib cage is there. Rib cage will help to protect the lungs, okay, from any external jerk and other thing. And children, in that lungs, what happens? So many alveoli and this all things are present. Then beneath that we will have the abdominal cavity, that is known as your thoracic cavity, when you will inhale the oxygen and when you will exhale the carbon dioxide. During that time it will show its function, it will contract, it will expand, that process will be goes on simultaneously. Then children, just next to the respiratory tube there will be a digestive tube, and in the digestive tube what happens? The food is going to be entered by the help of the mouth. And you have heard about the epiglottis. Epiglottis is a flap-like structure. By the help of that epiglottis, what happens? The air is going to be trapped within that. And what happens? It will cover and it will uncover as per the requirement. Okay. Then see children, the further explanation. Lungs carries many numbers of your alveoli. A branch network will be there, a bubble-like structure, and by the help of that only the air is going to be passed. And near the alveoli there will be blood capillaries also. As you people are knowing, the blood is only connective tissue which will connect throughout the body. So that blood, what it will do? It will connect and it will circulate all the materials, that is both the nourishment as well as the excreta also it will collect back and it will give to the excretory system. Okay children. Then the breathing in and out is a internal process and it will help to maintain certain level. Then children, As already I had said, the contraction and relaxation process will be carried out simultaneously. Expansion and contraction, you can say that. By the help of that, the ribcage will also come out. Then again the thoracic cavity will increase, air flow into the lungs, and the process will be carried out. Then children, about 1.5 to 2.5 liters of the air is always present in the lungs. Always. Okay. As I said, when you are blowing a balloon, when the air will exert out from the balloon, then also certain quantity or certain amount of air will be present within the balloon. Okay children. Then lungs will be always in pair. Then after that, same process how we had heard about the kidney. If one kidney is not working, the another kidney will carry out all the functions. In the same manner, if one lung is not working, the another lung will carry out the complete process. Okay children. Now I hope you people had understood. In this portion it is given how the epiglottis is going to control the air passage as well as the food passage. Sometimes what happens, we used to talk in between the feeding, that is in between the meal. So what happens when you are consuming the meal, at that time you used to talk. So sometimes the solid food particles may enter inside the air cavity, that is the respiratory tube. So sneezing, any reflex action you will found in that. Okay children. When activity is given, this is in your practical also. Here what you have to do, you have to take one test tube. Within the test tube you have to take a dough, that is the wheat. You have to make one solution of wheat and water. After making the solution, you have to fix that particular straw in a fixed manner, and from one side we will provide the oxygen, that is we will blow, and another side we will use that one. So what happens children, and at the meanwhile you have to use the fresh lime water also. When you will add the fresh lime water and when you will blow, as you people are knowing, lime water consists of calcium oxide, and when it will react with carbon dioxide, it will form calcium carbonate. Okay children, and the solution which you have taken, that is the wheat solution, will turn into milky. This proves that the carbon dioxide is going to be present within that solution, is going to be entered within the solution. Okay children, now you see here this phenomena, that is the pathway of breakdown of the glucose. Here as you people can see the phenomena, that is in cytoplasm from glucose to pyruvate. This in future if you are going to take biology in detail you have to learn. So how the glucose molecule, as you people are knowing, glucose consists of 6 carbon molecule and pyruvate consists of 3 carbon molecule. So what happens, the breakage process of that glucose to pyruvate to yield energy is carried out in the cytoplasm, and the next process, that is in presence of oxygen and absence of oxygen, that is if in the presence of oxygen the decomposition is going to take place, the degradation of complex food material is going to take place, that will be converted into carbon dioxide and water. And if that phenomena is going to carried out in the absence of oxygen, then it will form ethanol or lactic acid. For this children, one silly example I am giving, when you are doing excessive physical exercise, maybe the muscle activity or any type of activity, then muscle fatigue is there and we will feel pain in that particular portion because of the deficiency of the oxygen. And after certain time duration, again when that particular portion will use to get the proper amount of oxygen for the various vital activities, then the pain will be relieved out. Okay children. Next one, fermentation. In fermentation there is a breakdown of glucose in absence of oxygen. Here children, so many examples are there. South Indian batter you had seen. Other than that, that is a fermentation process. That particular sugar and that your whatever pulses we used to take, that will combine together and it will ferment. When it is fermented, that is black gram. Okay children, when it is fermented, so what happens, that particular thing will, along with that we used to add certain quantity of your rice or flat rice or anything else to make fermented process, and we used to keep that particular batter for overnight so that the process will carry out simultaneously. If directly after preparing the batter, if you are using for the snack purpose, it will not ferment. Okay children. So during that time the lactic acid fermentation is going to take place, or the citric acid or ethanol, different types of fermentation may occur. Children, for lactic acid also you can take the example of the formation of the curd. Just you take the lukewarm milk, after that you add 2 to 3 tablespoon of your curd, keep that particular mixture for overnight. Next morning or afternoon when you will see nice curdy, that milk is going to be converted into curd, and the taste of the milk is also going to be converted in a sour because of the presence of bacteria that is known as your lactobacillus. Okay children, then the process of breakdown, as I said, two pathways are there. One is your particular glycolysis cycle from glucose to pyruvate, which is carried out in the cytoplasm, and from pyruvate to further decomposition, that is into lactic acid or in ethanol or in the form of carbon dioxide, whether it is in presence of oxygen or in absence of oxygen, that all phenomena will be carried out in your mitochondria. Okay children, then after that see, this particular carbon dioxide what we are consuming, the oxygen what we are inhaling, that will be released out in the form of carbon dioxide. So what are the process of removal of that particular thing? What all process are there? That process of excreta is your sweating. You have seen, as the temperature will increase up, automatically our body will start sweating. Next one, urea and uric acid is going to be developed. Okay, pain and this all problems are going to occur, and this all things are going to be exerted by the excreta, is going to take place by the urine. Okay children. Next class children, we will continue about the excretory system. Okay, I hope you people had understood about this. If any doubt is there, you can ask. Okay children, this ray diagram is very important. Just go through once how the process is carried out. And children, one more thing, when the conversion is going to take place, that is 6 carbon compound is going to degrade into 3 carbon compound. So what happens children, during this time a large amount of energy is liberated out. So keep remember that one, okay? And that energy will be in the form of ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate, as you can see, ATP.